pickups. Found this place that actually someone recommended, and believe it or not, half of these guys were 10 bucks. Yes, they're most likely juiced. Yes, they're most likely from Malaysia, but I've had success. Here they are. I'm just getting home from work, and catching them. Actually, turn on the lights. I actually bought this little 20-gallon tank to house them in. The day of, luckily I had one of these sponges inside my hospital tank, and I had a spare power head. That's basically what I'm doing now. But the point of the story is this guy. I took him out my main tank because this is where it all started. At first I started seeing him, he's in a duet. There's no color, there's no light in this tank, so you can't really see him. But he still has nice blue coloring. Actually, his coloring is a little better than it was in there. And the point is that he was not eating the food, accepting the food, and then spitting it out. And that was the first thing that I started seeing. Started doing that, and then I think he started getting a cloudy eye, and a couple of the other fish started getting a cloudy eye. And I took him out along with my Chiwendi blue neon, one of the first fish I got in my tank from Cichlids Express. He was looking amazing, in about like an inch, maybe 2 inches. I put him in here, and I started feeding him medicated Metro flakes, because I assumed, well, these guys came from a pretty sketchy place back there, and I said there's no way I'm putting them in my tank. And you know, it's ironic that actually when I put them in here, they were eating, doing fine, and then once I put him in here, now they're all, you know, not doing that great. Seems like whatever he had, he definitely gave to them. And the blue neon just died the next day. He just bloated up and died. Started getting all these little pits on his face. And yeah, you know, I got this tank, and I was gonna leave him in here for a good month or two, because I didn't, you know, they're nice and everything, but I didn't trust them. I didn't want to put them in my tank and have an epidemic going on. And it's just so weird that, you know, the same week I get them, that starts happening, and nothing from them. So at the same time, I had bought these flakes, Ken's Premium Metrodazole Garlic Flakes. As you can see, the ingredients, pretty high quality ingredients. And I got this before these things started going on, and I fed them, and he was eating at time. His color got better, and his eyes lost the cloudiness, and they got better. They were fine. I was showing great color. I think the entry for Jay Wilson was right after that treatment, and they looked pretty good in there. And now, yeah, now it's something else. I don't know what it is. And let me take you over to this 10-gallon tank. And I basically have fry in there. From what fish? I have no idea. It's a juiced fish. I don't know who the father is. I'm just raising them to see what they end up being like. Again, all these fish are staying still because I just turned the lights on. That's a red tail, I don't know, some Lake Victoria fish. Actually, there's an amazing one in here. I think he's in, you can see, that's a Nerii. It's really great color, and they're just in here chilling. Those fryers are the reason I took out that one swallowtail and put them in my tank. But again, if it was him, I took him out of here and I didn't treat this tank. And none of these fish have died or shown any kind of sickness. They look like they're sick, but they're not actually. I just turned on the light. So now we're gonna move on to the main tank. Okay, now here goes right now my nightmare tank. Got home from work, just turned on the lights. This one all just staying still. So right before I shut this video, my red cap Letternuts was right there, upside down, dead. The next on the list, if he's out here somewhere, it's gonna be my flameback. When I took the Letternuts out, he was basically like having a seizure over there somewhere. And the only thing that I can tell about this disease right now is you can basically see who's next, because it happens pretty rapid. I'm really bummed out about my yellow blaze. He had been gray and not showing color for a long time since I got him, and once I got him, he started coloring up and he was just amazing. He almost hit full color and he was always helping, and the contrast between his colors were second to none. I seen lots of yellow blazes and you know, they're blue or they're kind of washed out, but he just had great contrast between his black and his gray and his yellow. And he died. I changed the water in his tank Sunday, and when I was changing the water, I found him back there upside down and bloated. Again, he didn't really show any symptoms. The last I seen of him, he was getting chased a little by him, but he was doing fine. And I think I seen a little where his anus was a little swollen, and that's it. And the next time I seen him, the next day I changed the water in the tank, he was dead. The Letternuts was breathing all funny for a couple of days, and he's a goner. He just died. And then if I can get him back there, the Victorian Flameback, he's next. So I don't know what these guys have. I have a lot of theories about what it is. I haven't introduced any fish in here since that swallowtail, and I took him out and put him near a tank, but none of the other fish from near a tank are suffering. The last shipment of fish that I had was the last video I did, and actually from that shipment I got an Ethel that basically never ate. When I got him, he always had a swollen belly. He was always hanging out like right here somewhere, and it took him about a month, but he ended up dying. And when I got them, I ended up medicating this tank with, you can't see it, but Proti Pro. And this Metro here. Basically, I was putting this Metro, mixing them with the food, putting the Proti Pro, and he still ended up dying. And but after that, they were okay. And then about a few weeks ago or last month, this morning, I seen the cloudy eyes and things like that. And then I fed them those flake foods. And then 2 weeks ago, I bought this. And I don't know, it's like I felt it inside. I know I've seen a lot of people's videos from online. I have great looking fish, and next thing you know, they shoot a video and like their tank's half empty. and they went through some type of epidemic disease that wiped out their tank. Is this what's gonna happen to mine? I don't know. Again, a lot of them have great color and things like that, but you know, it just takes 1 or 2 days and then they're gone. I guess I was dancing with the devil for too long. And you know, I do 90% water changes every week on all my tanks, and I try to stay on top of it. I mean, nitrates get a little high in this one from time to time, but I don't know, I prepared. I bought all this stuff. It's funny because I bought all this stuff just in case, and as soon as I buy all this stuff, it happens. Again, I'm guessing it's internal parasites. I don't know. Last time I dealt with internal parasites, all of them had that indented stomach. As you can see, none of these guys look like they're starving. Some of them seem 100% fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But there was some poop. So right now I'm feeding them this. As of last night and today, it says 3 days, I'm feeding them this soaked in garlic gourd. And after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm scared of over medicating actually, because I've done this and this maybe twice this year, and we're only in, what are we in, May now, and I don't want to have to do it again. Maybe that could be a reason why some of these die, you know, they get kidney disease or liver or who knows what happens. So as far as I know right now, I'm feeding them this. I already fed them the flakes about last month, and actually I fed them some flakes when I first started seeing that one guy spitting them out, and I got paranoid because I know that people say once a fish is sick and it takes food and spits it out, another one puts it in his mouth, he ends up getting it. So I put the flakes in here, and then like took that fish out and took the Chewandi blue neon out, and he died. The other guys that in Due is still alive, and then I feed him the flakes the next day. My yellow blaze dies, and then my red cap dies, and I'm pretty 100% sure that flameback's gonna be dead by tomorrow or the next day. And why don't I take them out the tank? Because from what I've experienced is if I take them out the tank, they're just gonna die right away. And whatever it is that they have, they're already, this tank has it. I guess there's no point of taking them out when these guys have it. And see, like that guy right there, he's never been 100% since I got him. But yeah, I got him with my first shipment from Cichlids Express, and he still has decent color. He's always just been a not that aggressive of a fish. There goes the flameback. So he just started showing symptoms like 2 days ago, and so far from what I've been noticing is once they show the symptoms, that's it. If anybody has any advice or anything new I can try or an idea of what's going on, please comment. And I guess it's my turn to happen to me. You know, I try to avoid it. Yeah, I know people are gonna say, you know, well, this tank's overstocked. Well, I did a lot of water changes and I kept on top of it, and it's pretty much over filtered, and the aggression is low. They usually are like this all the time. They really never chase each other, even though it's not a very big tank. But I don't know, I'm already really bummed out. The yellow blazers ended up being one of my top 3 fishes. Once he colored up, it took him so long to color up just so he can die like a month later or 2 months later, and there's nothing I can do to save him. He got some acute disease that killed him right away. It wasn't like he lingered for weeks and weeks and weeks on the corner or something like that. He just got it. One fish that's always lingered since I got him is this one. He was also from my last shipment. Now, don't point fingers at, and I don't know where it came from. If it came from them, I don't know. I kind of doubt it, because I think I received these fishes either in the end of December or the beginning of January. And if they came diseased, I mean, it would have happened way sooner than that. I don't know. I'm no expert. But if anybody has suggestions, please comment. The video ran a little too long, but you know what? Pretty down. So, anyone got any advice or stuff like that? Has experience with this? I mean, I'm trying. I hope I don't lose many fish. Actually, I was looking to order some from trying another vendor, but now that's on hold. I was trying to get a tangerine tiger and an imperial tigress and some other fish, but yep. Alright guys, see you guys later.